Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be doing something a little bit different, kind of. We've been using my son's account to go into Go Battle League. I see some of you saying that maybe I shouldn't do that, but hey, we're just having a little fun here. So I decided to do something in this video, which is going to be picking a Pokemon with a single move. So we're going to use two of them, the Galvantula, and I do believe something else down the line. But the main point of this video is if you don't have too much Stardust, I can't necessarily say I can understand your struggle, but using my son's account here, I definitely do. So let's see what we have. We're going to be leading with Hitmonchan here. We have one move, and I couldn't even use TMs, folks, because Hitmonchan has so many moves. I will get something else that I could potentially not want, like a Thunder Punch or something. So I decided to just stay with close combat here. Don't have enough Stardust or at least candies to power up or buy a secondary move, and really looking low. Now, for some reason, the game gave me the Gengar with the single move, even though I have one with two moves. It's so weird. Why does it do that? So we do have the Community Gengar here. And wow, we had a horrible lead, swapped into something that is not adequate enough to take out a Venusaur. Well, should I say, well, at least with one move. The Galvantula only has Discharge. We did have Poison Sting or Cross Chop or whatever horrible move it was before we did do some test runs with the Hitmonchan. But hey, let's see what we can do with this single move Hitmonchan, and not so great of a team. So we're going to be able to take out that Escavalier, or the Excadrill, and we're just one-shotting things over here, and we have a ton of energy on our Gengar. We do not have any more shields. We need to make this quick before that Blastoise water guns us down or takes us out with a Hydro Cannon. So we're going, we're able to get to one more Shadow Punch here, and this should just about do it, and we're taking the win there with a horrible lead and swapping as well. So let's keep it going here, and oh, alright, I take it back, we're not leading with Hitmonchan the entire time. So we're leading with Galvantula. They are going in with a Tropius, which is it's okay. It is an okay match. So they're going to be going into their Magcargo, in which we're going to go ahead and swap into our Hitmonchan. Now what we're going to do is farm all the way down, shield it up, of course. Obviously they're going to bring back in the Tropius here. We're just going to go two close combats. It is what it is. They're going to be shielding up the first one, thinking that, you know, it could have been like an Ice Punch or something, realizing that a single moved Hitmonchan, they let the next one go through, and we're going to go ahead and bring in the Galvantula, just throwing the charge moves like crazy, and it looks like we're going to be going with a Muck. So what's going to be happening with this team is I'm going to use Hitmonchan every single time, and not necessarily in the lead, and then we're going to kind of randomly swap out to the two other Pokemon. I think I stick with Gengar with two moves here down the line. I get fed up with all this randomness it's giving me here. And then I eventually permanently put the two Gengar on the team, and I make a solid team. Before that, I was kind of just letting it randomize, and it was just pretty much putting the Hitmonchan every single time. But we're going to stop that. So anyways, they're coming back in here with their Tropius. We're able to get to a Discharge here. This worked out beautifully, and we're able to take them out with the Galvantula's Discharge. Yeah, so this team can certainly run into some problems, especially if I run into a Confusion user. Gengar can do some stuff, but it is going to be taking a lot of damage. Alright, so looks like we're going to be in here with the Venusaur, Gengar, and Hitmonchan. Have a horrible lead here, so what are we going to do? We can't necessarily swap it. We can go into Gengar, but they're going to swap as well. We can figure it out. We'll take care of business here. So what we have to do, I'm going to just let you know, is double shield. We're just going to have to put on the pressure, see if we can get a shield out of them here. Okay, alright, now I don't think we need to double shield. Since they did shield up, we're going to go ahead and swap into our Gengar and start putting on pressure to either get the shields or take them down. We're going to get the shield out of them. Beautiful. They're going to be swapping, and all of a sudden, they have no shields, and they're going into a Azumarill. Yeah, so this is certainly not the Remix Cup. I accidentally went into the main one here. So not only are we using a Remix Cup team with lesser Pokemon potential, we are using kind of, you know, not ideal Pokemon. Well, Venusaur is good. Okay, let's just not beat around the bush. So is Gengar. So I guess the only thing that's giving us some sort of a handicap is going to be the single-moved Hitmonchan. But we're up against a Galarian Stunfisk, and wow, we're sure putting in the work. Going to go ahead and swap into our Venusaur to go ahead and catch this Earthquake, which I must say was a very nice catch. And they're going to be going into that Altaria. We're going to just go ahead and throw these close combats and take the win. Down goes Altaria, and then down goes the Galarian Stunfisk. Hitmonchan with a single move was actually putting in work, and it starts running through people's teams like crazy here. You're going to see it's going to really start picking up momentum. Met with a Jirachi, again, another horrible matchup. So I don't know what I'm talking about with these teams. I guess Hitmonchan's just going to be put on the team every single time here, while we're going to see random Pokemon. All right, so we're going to swap into our Blastoise here, and they're staying in with the Jirachi, which is good. So we can wear that thing down, because if they swap, we're going to have to line it up with the Gengar and or the Venusaur later down the line, which ain't going to work too good for us. So they're going to be going for another Dune Desire, which is not going to KO. If they do decide to swap, we have to handle that Confusion user later, but we're able to get to another Hydro Cannon here, which is great. And they're shielding it up. So we're going to have to swap instantly. We go into our Hitmonchan, I don't know. And they're bringing in a Gramble, which absolutely just melts away our Hitmonchan. We're bringing in a Venusaur here. Going to go for the Sludge Bomb. Super effective. And hope we can potentially get to like a Frenzy Plant here. And we're able to do that. What do they have in the back? Let's see if the... Let's see. Well, I was going to say, see if the Gengar can handle it. And it is a Seismitoad. So if there was any Pokemon that was going to help me pull off that win, it most certainly would have been a Water and Ground type at the end for my Venusaur, but we just simply didn't have enough health. On to the next battle. We're met with a Barbaracle, which is great for us, taking super effective from the counter. And they're swapping, folks, into a Vigoroth here. So I'm going to go ahead and shield up the Hitmonchan, farm up some more, reaching about 100 energy, and going into Gengar here. Not very effective with the Shadow Claw, but we are going to resist the Bulldoze and the counter, massively resisting the counter, while we were able to gain a ton of energy. It was going to cost us a shield here, but that's fine. We're loaded up on energy here, so we're going to be able to go to town. So they're bringing in an Obstagoon. We're getting a shield out of them, able to get to the Sludge Bomb, which is going to do big damage. We have the Hitmonchan in the back with two charge moves ready to go. 100 energy, 2 close combats. Are you kidding me? We basically have won this game. So we do have an Alola Muck. We're just going to go ahead and bring in the Hitmonchan, get off this close combat, and I think we do swap instantly into our Muck just to get the last shield out of them and just make them use their energy here, I suppose. Yeah, we're looking great. So just going. So there is no set team here. Other than the Hitmonchan being on the team every single time. Taking them out with not very effective Dark Pulse. In comes that Barbaracle, and, well, they're going to be able to take us out here. Hitmonchan is going to enter the battle, go straight for close combat, and take the win. Wow, this thing is really putting in some work. It's really fun to use. Does a lot of damage. I'm having a blast with it. Let's keep it moving here. All right, so what's the deal with me using my son's account? Oh, it was fun at first. All right, second time. 3 times? Well, okay. Look, I have a little bit more time on my hands lately, and it is my son's account. It's not like I just made a new account. He had this one lying around. And there's a ton of people out there using secondary accounts to play Go Battle League and live streaming it while getting a ton of support. What's the big deal, right? All right, so is it like some people are protected by certain things? I don't get it. Anyway, up against the Galarian Stunfisk, we're able to get a shield out of them. I'm going to go ahead and let that Rock Slide go through, and obviously we're going to go ahead and bring in the Hitmonchan here, and we're going to farm it down, but they're going to be swapping back into their Skarmory here. Absolutely going to shield this up and throw the close combat, which is going to be doing a lot of damage if they don't shield it up. They're letting it go through, swapping into Gengar. Going to go ahead and farm them down. We're looking absolutely amazing right now. What do they come back into the battle with? It is going to be that Galarian Stunfisk. We're going to go ahead and just throw the Shadow Punch here to put on the pressure, take them out, or get the shield. Beautiful, getting that shield there. And I think I do want to shield the Gengar. We don't know if we have a Charm user in the back, which could be a big problem if we just have a Hitmonchan with 1 charge move. It is a Metacham, so absolutely a good thing that we did shield up. And we're going to be able to take out this Hitmonchan with the Gengar. Shadow Punches looking fantastic. All right. And don't worry, folks. I do have some regular battles of my account, actual main account, coming up later today, which are going to be pretty fun. If you do enjoy these videos, give it a thumbs up, and I'll continue to bring you these uploads. We're met with a Shiftry for the next battle with the Hitmonchan lead. Great. They're swapping into an Umbreon. I love it when this happens. It kept happening. They kept swapping into something else that was weak to fighting. Some people are just not prepared for these fighters. So we're going to go ahead and build up to 100 energy, throw the close combat, and they're letting it go through. We take out the Umbreon, and they have a freaking Empoleon in the back, folks. All weak to fighting. I love it. So we're going to go ahead and swap. Since we did, lower our stats quite a bit. We're going to go ahead and refresh that by retreating the Hitmonchan and shielding up this Hydro Cannon here because, well, we simply can do that, and we want to put on the pressure with this Dark Pulse here. Sure, we could have came back in with Hitmonchan. It's running a little low on health. Those waterfalls do start adding up, and we're looking great. Gonna see if we can get the shield out of the Shiftry. They hold their ground. They say, no, I knew you were going to go for that Dark Pulse, not the Sludge Wave or Gunk Shot. Going for a Leaf Blade, taking us out, that's fine. Bringing in the Gengar here, I don't know why. I could have just went in with the Hitmonchan. I bring in the Gengar for whatever reason, and we do swap and just take them out with a counter. Looking good. All right, let's keep it moving here. Do believe this is going to be our last battle, and we're met with a Bastodon, folks. Okay, this is looking real good with this Hitmonchan, I must say. Really must say. They're swapping after getting some energy into a Altaria, and I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Muck here. So yeah, you know, it's not the best situation, but we're looking good. We ran into that Bastodon in the beginning perfectly fine. We'll figure it out. Letting that first Sky Attack go through, they're letting the Dark Pulse go through, which is awesome as well. And something to note, guys, we are in the lower ranks. This Altaria does have Peck, okay? So it's not doing a ton of damage like it usually does with that quick move. Alright, so yeah, we're going to be taking super effective from the Peck, so we're going to go ahead and just bring in the Gengar here and farm it down, costing us the shield, which is perfectly fine. And what is it going to be? That Bastodon, we're going to go ahead and bring in our Hitmonchan, and they have an Obstagoon in the back. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I love this Hitmonchan right now, folks. Let's get it. Shielding this up, farming down, and we will just throw 2 close combats onto that Bastodon, and we will be able to take it out. Hitmonchan, folks, looking good. If you need something to help you and you're at the lower levels, well, this one was putting in some work. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.